The 17th Bombardment Group is an inactive United States Air Force unit. The group was last stationed at Hurlbert Field, Florida. The group is a direct successor to the 17th Pursuit Group, one of the 15 original combat air groups formed by the Army before World War II. The 17th's heritage traces back to World War I, when the 95th Aero Squadron played a key role in the St. Mihiel, Musaragon, and other Allied campaigns. These battles are symbolized by the 7 patty crosses on the 17th's shield, and it was from the 95th, together with the 34th and 73D Pursuit Squadrons, that the 17th first was formed. The group's aircraft and many of its aircrews took part in the 1942 Doolittle raid on Imperial Japan came from the 17th Bombardment Group. During World War II, the 17th Bomb Group was the only combat organization to fight all three of the Axis powers on 3 continents. History. See 17th Training Wing for associated history. Origins. Authorized originally as the 17th Observation Group on the 18th of October 1927, the unit was redesignated the 17th Pursuit Group and finally activated at March Field, California, on the 15th of July 1931. At March, it operated Boeing P-12 and P-26 fighter aircraft until, in 1935, it was redesignated the 17th Attack Group and acquired the Northrop A-17 attack bomber. In 1939 the unit was redesignated again, becoming the 17th Bombardment Group and converting to the Douglas B-18 bomber. World War II media related to United States Army Air Force's 17th Bombardment Group at Wikimedia Commons. Following the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on the 7th of December 1941, the 17th Bombardment Group flew anti-submarine patrols off the west coast of the United States with the new North American B-25 Mitchell medium bomber. As the first unit to operate the B-25, the 17th achieved another first on the 24th of December 1941 when one of its missiles dropped 4 300-pound bombs on a Japanese submarine near the mouth of the Columbia River. Doolittle raid. In February 1942 the group transferred to Columbia Army Airfield in South Carolina, where it practiced short takeoffs and landings for yet another first. On the morning of the 18th of April 1942, some 600 miles east of Japan, the aircraft carrier Hornet launched 16 Mitchells on the highly successful Doolittle raid on Tokyo and other Japanese cities, a boost to American morale. The raid marked the first combat launch of bombers from an aircraft carrier and the first American aerial attack on the Japanese mainland. Piloting the 16th Mitchell was one Lt. William Farrow, a Goodfellow graduate captured and subsequently executed by the Japanese after completing his mission. Following the Doolittle raid, the group transferred to Barksdale Field, Louisiana, and began training on the Martin B-26 Marauder medium bomber, 12th Air Force. In December the group transferred once more, this time to Teligma Airport, Algeria, where it participated in the North African campaign as part of 12th Air Force. The aircraft of the 17th Group left for Africa equipped with the Norden bombsight, however only the leader of each flight carried the Norden, with the remainder dropping the bombs when the leader dropped. As German fighter opposition declined, the Marauder crews in the Mediterranean began removing the 4 package guns. Upon the expulsion of Axis forces from North Africa in May 1943, the 17th transferred to Sadrata Airfield, Algeria, to begin air operations against Pantelleria. 5 by 8 miles in dimension, the Mediterranean island sheltered an important Axis airfield with hangars carved into solid rock. Its sheer cliffs would have proved a daunting obstacle to amphibious invasion, but precision bombardment by the 17th secured the surrender of the island's defenders in less than a month. As part of the 15th Air Force, the group followed the Allied forces from North Africa from bases in Tunisia, Sardinia, Corsica, and France. The 17th conducted bombing missions against critical targets throughout the Mediterranean, Italy, southern France and Germany. It later returned to 12th Air Force in January 1944. It received a Distinguished Unit Citation for its support of the Anzio invasion and another for its outstanding performance over Schweinfurt. For operations in support of the invasion of southern France, it received the French Croix de Guerre with Palm. All told, the group conducted 624 missions and participated in 11 campaigns during the war, finally returning to the United States and inactivating in November 1945. Korean War. With war in Korea, the group was activated to replace the Air Force Reserve 452D Bombardment Group when its term of service was up in May 1952. Assigned to Far East Air Forces, being stationed at Busan East Air Base, South Korea, in May 1952. There, the group flew Douglas B-26 Invader light bombers on night intruder strikes along enemy supply routes. In August, the group switched to daylight formation raids, earning the Republic of Korea Presidential Unit Citation by the end of the war in July 1953. It flew one of the last, if not the last, mission of the Korean War. Cold War. On 10 October 1954, the unit received orders to move to Miho AFB, Japan. This move was accomplished and training operations commenced from Japan. The group was to be re-outfitted with Martin B-57 Canberras, the new jet-light bomber, on 26 January 1955 due to problems in the B-57 program. This decision was reversed and the unit was directed to transfer with 39 aircraft to Hurlbert Auxiliary Field, Florida. Training flights continued through January. In February, all flying except that concerned with cruise control missions was terminated. The aircraft were stripped of all armament and fitted with 625-gallon auxiliary tanks. On 16 April, the first section of 4 aircraft departed. The last section departed on 19 April. Either a B-29 or a C-124, as a lead ship, escorted each flight of 4 aircraft. The last aircraft landed in Hurlbert on 29 April. At Hurlbert was redesignated the 17th Bombardment Group, Tactical, and the unit transitioned to the Martin B-57 Canberra and Douglas B-66 destroyer medium bombers before inactivating again in 1958 due to budgetary cuts. Group was eliminated from Wing's table of organization as part of the Air Force Tri-Deputate Reorganization. Lineage. Redesignated 17th Attack Group C. Redesignated 17th Bombardment Group C, and activated on 25 June 1958. Assignments: Components 34th Bombardment Squadron, 15 July 1931 to 26 November 1945, 19 May 1947 to 10 September 1948, 10 May 1952 to 25 June 1958. 37th Bombardment Squadron, 15 July 1931 to 26 November 1945, 19 May 1947 to 10 September 1948, 10 May 1952 to 25 June 1958. 73D Bombardment Squadron, 15 July 1931 to 3 May 1941. 89th Reconnaissance Squadron, attached during December 1941. 95th Bombardment Squadron, the 15th of July 1931 to 26 November 1945, the 19th of May 1947 to 10 September 1948, the 10th of May 1952 to 25 June 1958. 432d Bombardment Squadron, the 25th of February 1942 to 26 November 1945. Stations aircraft assigned Boeing P-12N P-26P Shooter 1931 1932. Northrop A-17, 1933 to 1939, B-18 Bolo, 1939 to 1941, B-25 Mitchell, 1941 1942, B-26 Marauder, 1942 to 1945. A-26 Invader, 1947 1948, 1952 to 1954. B-57 Canberra, 1954 to 1958.